Hi folks, I just made a cam lock for my tailstock on my Harbor Freight 710 Mini Lathe. Here it's loose, and then here it's locked, nice and tight. That's one side of it. Show you the other side. Here's the other side. Give that a little higher. That's locked. That's loose. Locked. Loose. Now, I've made this copying one that was that Little Machine Shop sells. A guy made a video on YouTube about how he installed it. So I just went ahead and made it myself. I mean, it's all lathe parts. There's a collar made from aluminum. There's a steel center, which I think is about ½ inch, 5/8 maybe. I can't remember the size. And then it must be 5/8. There's a 7/16 hole, or a hole drilled in the middle, tapped for the same plate that holds that was on there. So it's a metric. I think it's a 8, 1.25. I don't know. I think it's an 8. But anyway, so that bolt is tapped for it, that round one, and it screws on. Then there's a hole drilled through at 7/16 through the bolt and through the other side of the collar. And on this side, the hole is 1/4 inch. So I took a 7/16 bolt and turned it. I turned a cam on it by chucking it in the lathe and just putting a spacer under one of the jaws that was the same thickness as the amount of material I wanted to remove, and then spun it and cut that cam in there. And so then I had a 7/16 bolt with one part cammed, and on the end I cut a 1/4 inch. That's a 1/4 inch hole. And I lathed it down to turned it down to 1/4 inch, and cut a slot in it for that E-clip. And they had to do some hand fitting and stuff, filing and things, but it works really good. I did misjudge the excuse me. I misjudged the distance needed from this bottom. So I put a couple of washers under there as spacers to get it exactly where I wanted. And you have to cut a hole in the back of the tailstock to accept that bolt. Other than that, that's all there is to it. Pretty easy. Easy peasy. And it works really good. I mean, I can crank that sucker down hard if I want. I could probably break that bolt off before that cam would go over center. And there's only an 1/8 inch. There's only an 1/8 inch cam on that little cam. So it doesn't take much. There you go.